Hello there.
Check, check. Check, 1, 2, check, check. Hello, hello. Can we, are we good now? Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully that's better. Momo, thanks for letting me know. We're good now? Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad you let me know because I didn't even realize. My computer does this every now and then where it just doesn't register the third and fourth input on my interface, so I just have to like unplug it and replug it back in, and then it's like, oh, you meant this microphone. Why didn't you say so in the first place? And it's like, okay. But hello, welcome on in, everyone. Let me say that all again. Daniel, if you're over there on YouTube, hello, how's it going? We are going to be live reacting to the Indie World Showcase that just happened a little earlier this morning. Itsu coming on in. Hello, hello. How's it going, Itsu? And Momo, hope you're doing well as well. Well as well? Yeah. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah. I'm still kind of waking up, so bear with me. I've been up for like about an hour now, but I kind of woke up right as the Indie Showcase was happening, so I was like, it's a little too late for me to hop on stream like right now to do this. So I was like, let me wake up a bit, let me have some breakfast, have some coffee, and then go live once I'm a little bit more awake. But yeah, Sid, how's it going, Sid? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, the Indie World Showcase happened today. It looks like it's 15 minutes long. I have not seen anything on it, so no spoilers or anything if you have seen it. And we're just gonna watch and see what happens. My only hope is Silk Song at this point. We just every direct we just cross our fingers and hope we get Silk Song, and then just get disappointed that we didn't get Silk Song. It's just the cycle that we are currently in. Interested to see what kind of game designs the Indie World's got. Yeah, I'm interested too. I like checking out indie games. Indies are always interesting because it's like there's a lot of cool stuff that people make. It's just a matter of if I'm actually going to play it or buy it, and it's usually not the case. Like, there's a lot of cute games out there. There's a lot of like cool things happening, but a lot of the time it's more of like window shopping. Really, it's just like, oh, cool, I like that. That's pretty cool. You know, you're kind of just walking by, see something you like, and it's like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm not gonna buy it, but I like it. You know. And I always wonder about when they do the what's that? The wholesome snack and the wholesome directs, like the cozy games. There's always a lot of cute games, but I always wonder how many people actually get those games and play them. I'm sure there's an audience for it. I am just not within those circles, but I never really see anyone talk about like those cozy games that that are showcased in that direct. But yeah. Let me switch to reaction scene if we do this. Oh, I've got a shenanigans button now. So if I press this button, all of my shenanigans should have gone away. Nobody can do theme songs. Nobody can do critical hits. I think critical hits disappears from the menu. Oh, actually, no, I do see it still there. Does critical hit work? I wonder if it works. If somebody can try it. If somebody could redeem critical hit real quick, I'm curious to see if it'll go through. I guess this one's not as big of a deal. Ooh, Itsu, thank you. There it is. Yeah, you redeemed it, and it didn't work. Get scammed. The stream avatars, I think, is still active, but we're just not on screen. But yeah, I finally have a shenanigans button, so I can turn on shenanigans and turn off shenanigans at will, without having to, where's my refund? JK. Oh, well, I guess ladle. Hold on, my eye. There's something up with my eye. Let me do this real quick. Sorry, chat. I guess ladle is technically one that doesn't ever turn off because I have to go get the ladle. But I'm not gonna get the ladle, Momo. So also get scammed. There's a pretty decent audience, I think. It's more for the casual gamers. Yeah, I'm sure there are. Paper John, are you just gonna waste all your channel points, Momo? You're not getting Paper John here. It ain't happening. Just testing. Yeah, no, actually, I appreciate that. I appreciate the testing. There's always stuff that slips through the cracks, you know? It's like, oh, cool, I got this, I got that. This is all taken care of. And then somebody finds something to be able to mess with me. The bit decks might still work. Like, if you go, like, obviously, if you cheer bits, I think that alert will still go off. I don't expect, I promise I'm not trying to ask anyone, like, hey, give me bits, blah, blah, blah. But I leave the alerts on for that, and I guess squeaky voice is just. I guess we can't really ever turn off the squeaky voice. I can do that at will. So Itsu says there's a pretty decent audience. I think it's more for the casual gamers, those who aren't big in the game community, other than their niche groups. Yeah, I can see that, honestly. I'm sure there's a niche for it out there. Just any game that comes out, I'm sure there's people who get the games, buy the games, and play the games, which is cool. I'm glad that people, you know, do get some kind of recognition and results for their work. But I always kind of wonder, like, oh, I hope these like indie devs don't like spend so much time on a game that like a lot of people don't normally play or care of, like puzzle games. But, you know, I think I sometimes get blindsided because I only think about like, oh, look at everyone online talking about, you know, Elden Ring and adventure games and open world games and Metroidvanias and like all this stuff. And then a puzzle game comes out and everyone's kind of like, you know, whatever. But there's whole like communities and audiences out there that you know, that are just not online, and they just like you know, they play their own games, they play their cozy games. There's families, you know, out there who just like buy games for their kids, or it's like I'm sure there's people out there who just they'll have a Switch and they just have like relaxing puzzle games while they're commuting and stuff like that. So I understand that there's like, I'm sure the game appeals to someone, you know. Yeah, there's an audience for everything, exactly. It just may not be the audiences that we are directly involved with or seeing, because we're just not in those circles, you know. At least I'm speaking for myself, of course. Just like, you know, I don't see anyone talking about puzzle games, but, you know, people play them, you know. Laughs and looks away at the entire indie otome dev community. Okay, so before we get into this, any final predictions of what you would want to see? Is there any indie game? Oh, actually, you know what? This is actually really good because there's an ad break about to come here. So let me let me hold off for a second. Let's let this ad go through, and then once the ad goes through, we can start. That way, we don't have to worry about anyone missing anything and whatnot. But yeah, I don't really have anything off the top of my head that I can think about. I always forget, like, if there are indie games that I'm looking forward to. Silk Song's really just a big one at this point, and it's just, you know, we either get it or wait another 5 years. No, I kid, of course. I've heard that Silk Song should be coming out this year. There's like demos that are going to be for it, like everywhere. At this point, though, it's kind of like, oh, if we get something for Silk Song, I'm just going to be more like, oh, finally. I don't even know if I can give a big reaction today, just because I feel still a little sleepy. But we'll see. Let them cook. Yeah, they've been cooking. I'm an advocate for like Take your time, you know, make the game a masterpiece. They might have been overcooking, though, you know? You don't want to leave the chicken in the oven for too long, because then if it overcooks, it's not good, you know? You need the right amount of cooking. But I'm sure it's going to be fun regardless. I'm sure people are going to be all over Silksong the moment it comes out. Everyone's going to be playing it. Everyone's going to be excited. I bet you right now there's going to be videos of people saying, like, you know, Silksong took 8 years to come out. Was it worth it? You know? They're going to, like, say stuff like that. And then most of them probably like, yeah, it was absolutely worth it because they took their time. There it is.
Looks like some viewers were sent to ad.
I was waiting for this guy to show up.
Instant transmission. I'll be right back.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting for Goku to show up so we can get him out of here. Cheese. Oh, hey. I was gonna say Cheese says, and then you don't say anything. You just said an emote. Hi, Cheese. How's it going? Cheese says hype wave. Takes a while to come out of the closet, man. Yeah. Let them come out when they're comfortable. Fair. Fair. This is fair. I just think there still is a balance, though, of, like, you know, I think the hype for Silksong has kind of died out, and it's just become more of a meme rather than a hype. You know, it's like, oh, there's a sequel coming out, you know, the first couple of years, and then it's like, you know, after a while, it's kind of just like, all right, when's it coming out? Someday. It's kind of like Deltarune. I feel like Deltarune's kind of like that, too, but not as memeable. But, you know, it takes quite a few years for Deltarune. But I think that one's a little different, though, because I think Toby Fox has given updates over the years, and Toby Fox is a little bit more active with, like, sharing memes and updates and stuff. So I feel like it's just like, oh, cool, Deltarune's finally coming. Let's go. Chapter 3 and 4, and we're supposed to get 5 soon, too. So it's like the hype for Deltarune still stays active, whereas, like, Silksong is just like, yeah. Again, it's like, obviously I don't want them to rush, but there's definitely a balance of just, like, give us some updates, you know? So we're finally starting to see updates sprinkled here and there. Pressing the wrong scenes here. But yeah, anyways, that's the last thing. That's really the only thing I have that I'm looking forward to. You know, despite everything I'm saying right now, that's the thing I'm still looking forward to the most is Silksong. Like, I want it. I want the game. I want to play it, you know? But I don't expect to... if I see Silksong in this trailer, I don't expect to be like, oh my god, it's finally here. We got it. Like, I'm just going to be like, oh, here we go. Give me something. Like, what do we got today? Show us. Give us a release date. So, don't expect too big of a reaction from me today, unless something big happens here. But I don't expect anything huge. But all right, let's get into this. You just got to work, Cheese? Perfect. We are just about to start. The ad break went through, and we're going to start watching in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let me know how that volume is, as usual. And if I need to turn it up or lower my voice, let me know. But let's get into this. Indie World. Okay, starting... Oh, from the creators of Shovel Knight. Lionel. Oh. Okay. Is he a mouse? This is cool. I want to play Shovel Knight. Slightly turned up? Okay. I'll raise it on OBS. I still have yet to play Shovel Knight, but I've heard it is a very good series. I'm also very picky with art. I'm very picky, especially with pixel art in general. Mina the Hollower. Oh, sorry, hold on.
Hello, everyone. I
just want to see the release date. Launches... Oh, October 31st, 2025. That's perfect. On Halloween. It looks like a very spooky-ish game. It kind of gives me, like, almost Castlevania vibes. Like, the way it was kind of, like, sort of dark, and, like, the backgrounds and stuff. So it's kind of like as if they throw a little Castlevania flavor into a Shovel Knight game. But it's not 2D scrolling. It's like
welcome to Indie
top-down.
I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler.
We're back to
Top-down
showcase
Rome,
a
like
batch
Zelda,
of new
like
indies
classic Zelda
coming to
games.
the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems.
Sweet.
Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
Hell yeah.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new
forgot you don't have a Switch?
experiences
Aw.
talented indie developers
I forget
around
that
the
too.
world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2
Like, I can never
and
fully
Nintendo
remember who
Switch.
has a Switch and who
And
doesn't.
without further
I'm
ado,
always just like, hey,
let's
Itsu,
dive
play Mario
into some
Kart with
titles
us.
for Nintendo Switch.
Technically, Mark does, but I don't know where it is. Gotcha. Top Hat Studios presents... Sorry, I want to read this. From the creators of Crypt Custodian and Islets? I don't think I know those games. Oh, this looks very Hollow Knight. That map was very Hollow Knight. It kind of reminded me of Ori, too, a little bit. Here you go. This is an example of devs of, like, if you're not going to give us Silk Song, we'll do it. It's like Bug Fables and Paper Mario. It's like, all right, well, if Nintendo's not going to give us the Paper Mario game we all been asking for, then we'll give it to you with Bug Fables. A little creepy for my taste. Not really like my aesthetic in terms of the art.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos
The art's well
a
done,
fazer
but
o
just not my
Neverway, nós nos
style.
inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste deixa a experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Horror scene example
Esperamos que
hits
isso
a lot
torne o mundo
harder
de Neverway
after
muito
something
mais vivo
wholesome.
para vocês. E que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It
Not
sounded intriguing
particularly,
to
but-
Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish
Neverway.
life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an
Okay,
original
I was gonna
soundtrack
say-
from the composer for Fez and Hyperlight Drifter.
Okay, I don't know those
Nightmarish?
games.
Don't worry, these circumstances
See, the
come
pixel
with
art did look a little
sword
familiar.
that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway. An
You've heard of this game? You like the
alternate
aesthetic?
reality leaking
Yeah,
into
I like
her
the...
own.
I actually
That sounds
do kind of like the
intense.
pixel art.
Is she alone?
Not at
Again,
all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety
I'm
of
very
charming
picky
characters,
with
each
pixel
with
art.
their own unique routines
I think
and story to follow.
Okay, no, yeah, the
Befriend,
color palette
romance,
is gonna...
or deceive them to
change a
unlock
little bit.
buffs and combat abilities to help you on your journey.
Yeah, this looks cool.
I might have to give this immortal herald thing a whirl.
Gives me Amori vibes, too.
Answer the call.
Like how
Assist
creepy
through this
it can
deadly
kind of be.
dimension.
Like the sprite
Engage in
of the
fast-paced
characters.
combat and pay off their
Obviously
debt
just not
when Neverway
real time.
descends onto Nintendo Switch next
Obviously
year.
Amori's like, you know, turn-based, but... Okay. That one was kind of cool. I like Neverway. Are these games also going to be on Steam too, I'm hoping? Oh, probably, yeah. Honestly, at this point, it's like... For anyone who is an indie or a game developer in general, unless you're working for a specific company like Nintendo, you'd be silly to not try to put your game on as many platforms as possible, assuming that like it's affordable to do.
From
I don't
the
know.
Publisher of Firewatch comes Hurdling, a new adventure from the
Hurdling.
creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship,
you
guide
do
a
be
herd
herding.
of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy
all right.
plateaus.
As you cross
Hey,
these
Bloki,
diverse
thank you for the
biomes,
lurk.
discover
Appreciate it.
more of the fabled beasts known as
Animation looks really
Calicorns,
smooth.
and add them
What if
to
Grave
your
Seasons
herd.
is going to be on
You'll
here
also
too?
encounter
Haven't heard of it. I don't know.
dangers,
Stairs at the payment
formidable
processor
obstacles,
difficult.
and environmental
Yeah, I don't know.
puzzles
I have no
as you
idea
climb
what
higher
it
and
takes to
forge
put like your
way to
game
the
on a
mystery
console
at
or on
the summit.
a system.
Wield your staff
So,
to guide the Calicorns and join their
I say this very
exhilarating
loosely, but it's like,
stampedes.
yeah, like if you can
Embark on a
afford putting your
tale
game
of
on
trust and
multiple
survival
platforms, like
when
why not?
Hurdling
You know,
climbs onto Nintendo Switch August 21st.
I think you only limit yourself if you
Pre-orders
only
begin
put your
later
game on
today
Switch,
on Nintendo eShop.
unless you know Nintendo's gonna pay you big bucks to do
Window
it, then
seat
it's like,
or
you know,
aisle?
and even then it's just like,
Window,
you know,
booth, or table.
Boo.
you could still
Lone
put it on
wolf
Nintendo as
or
long as the
life
contract
of the
doesn't say
party?
do not put it on other
Now
platforms, you know.
that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types
From what I
of
understand,
decisions
Steam
you'll
is a
have to
pain
make
in the ass to
this
work with.
pleasant
Really?
puzzle game,
I wouldn't
where
have
you
thought
organize
that.
groups of
Even
people
more than that is the
according to
payment
their
processor
preferences.
issue that's going on right
You're
now.
in charge
I don't know
of
about it.
who sits where.
Play seating match.
Feel free to let me know about it.
Picky characters
We could
by
probably go more
dropping
in
them
depth
into social
after the
situations
direct.
And watching them
I'd be
react.
interested to know about it.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone.
This is the
has
game
a
I was
seat
kind of
at the
talking
table.
about, where like,
Piece together these
look at this
satisfying puzzles
cozy
at your
kind of
own
puzzle
pace
game.
and unlock fun
Um,
new scenarios
it looks
like
cute,
bus
but it's like I
rides,
wonder how many
banquets,
people actually
limo rides,
get a game
and
like
more.
this.
Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken?
Is This Seat
Launching
Taken?
on Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
later today.
Later today.
There it is. Very nice.
Your favorite
Oh,
big city just
there it
got
is.
even bigger.
That's
cat
right.
game.
Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update.
Free
Chock full
update.
of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a
I almost
fresh
got this
new
game.
look.
I was
Or
actually
even recreate your favorite fur ball.
Almost
Once
gonna
you're
get this
looking
and play it on stream,
marvelous, head
but I
out into
ended
the
up not
city
doing
to
it.
explore new areas, make new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn
You fill me in
skills
afterwards,
from
sounds
your
good.
puppy pal. Or
This game music was
strut your
composed by
stuff
Insane in
for
the Rain?
fanciest
Oh, did he work on
feline
this one?
celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also
Very
unlock
jazzy,
additional
so I
camera
could see
mode
that.
features to capture it all.
I know he
Say
worked
cheese.
on
That's not a cat pun.
I've seen it at
gotta be
Magfest.
kidding
There was a game
The Little Kitty
that was
Big
sort of being
City
showcased,
free picture
and it was
perfect
kind of
update
featuring Insane in the Rain on
launches
their
Nintendo
promo and
Switch
stuff
this
too.
year.
That's cool
We
though.
hope you're looking forward
I love
to the
Insane in the
Nintendo
Rain. He's one of
Switch
my biggest,
games you
like,
just saw.
Next up,
Saxophone
let's take a look at some indies bound for
inspirations.
Nintendo Switch 2.
This is for Switch 2
Hey,
now.
we're back.
Back and under attack.
Oh, this is
What?
I know what this is. I've seen people play
Put
this.
on a brave face, squat up with your
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
and hop into the diving bell as you try to go viral in the online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Content
Grab
warning.
your
Yes, I couldn't
camera,
remember it. There's like so many of these
courage,
games
and
now
first
that are
items
very
for
similar to
some
like Lethal
shenanigans
Company.
Down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of breath, batteries, or buddies.
As long as one of you makes it back to the surface, you can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got
Very cool.
3 days.
Is
to
this
hit your viewport.
cross-platform?
More eyeballs equal more moolah.
I'm gonna assume
And
it's
the more ad
not,
revenue
but I
you
feel
can
like
generate, the better gear you can acquire for your next run.
making
What
this
could possibly
cross-platform
go
would be
wrong?
the
Fame
way to
and
go.
misfortune await in Content Warning.
If you can
Coming
only
to Nintendo
play,
Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch next year.
if you can only next year.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm pausing real quick. Next year. Interesting. I feel like I won't pause too much. I do want to keep going. I feel like the trend of playing this game had kind of already passed. Like, I'm sure people still play this game, but I remember when this was like huge. Like, everyone was playing this. It was all over the place. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I don't think people play it nearly as much anymore, or it's not as big of a trend as it was when it first came out, of course. So I'm surprised it's coming out so late on Switch. You know, it's both. So I guess you could play if you only had the Switch, and then also play with people who have the Switch too. What I mean by cross-platform is not even between Switch and Switch 2, but it's like with PC players, you know, like, because a lot of people have already played this game on PC or on I don't know if it's on other platforms, but I'm sure this is on Steam, you know what I mean? So if you can't play with people on Steam, like if you don't have that cross-platform play, I don't see a lot of people getting this, to be honest. And the fact that it comes out next year when this game was already like popular like earlier this year, so feels a little too delayed. But I also don't think it might be. I don't think it's Landfall's fault. The developers of this. It's probably Nintendo's fault. They probably have some complicated process to get the games on the Switch and the Switch 2. So I wouldn't even blame Landfall. I'd probably just blame Nintendo for that. Nowadays, it's all about climbing mountains. Yeah, Joe Billy's been poking me about potentially playing Peak. I know that one's pretty trendy and popular right now too. I'm considering it.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sun, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action roguelite that uses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero.
Oh.
I'm working with an amazing team of artists who have brought
Wait, sorry, he said...
It's an action roguelite
Ball Pit,
that uses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero.
I've heard of Vampire Survivors and Loop Hero. I played Vampire Survivors,
but... brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer Amos Roddy, whose pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you into the rhythm of the action.
Cool.
We can't wait to share with you all.
One day, chat, I want to see my name in a trailer like that. Oh, and the composer, John from Elementality Studios, composed this game. We hope you enjoy this trailer. Someday, that'll be me.
Time to have a ball in the brand new survival roguelike, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Balbalon, you'll battle through auto-scrolling levels with brick-breaking style attacks using a bevy of balls that bounce
art
around
of
the
like the big world was really cool.
Believe it.
This is cool too.
There are over 60 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources as you progress.
That's cool. Look at that. I love like the layers. And actually, is that your character there? And you kind of walk around in sort of this sort of I don't know what you would call this style. It feels very 3D, but 2D. It's not I don't know if you would say this is HD 2D, but this is I love sort of like the intricate like overlaps that everything has. I bet everything kind of like moves and overlaps over each other as you move around. I hope. But this is cool. I like this.
Build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards on top of swarms of
it's kind of like a Bullet Heaven game, but it's side-scrolling.
This pit is packed.
And it's just like one
you'll meet other treasure hunters along the way who can add their individual skills and
straight
upgradable
path.
Powers to your arsenal.
It's almost kind of like
experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon. So
like
go
a Bullet
out
Heaven
and
version of like
create
Space
total
Invaders kind of deal.
Against the approaching hordes in
You
Ball
know?
Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo
like the little guy
Switch
running
2
around shooting.
this fall.
But you got all the
And
Bullet Heaven
Nintendo
features in there.
Switch, October 15th.
Yeah, like stylized 3D, I think. That's probably a better way to say it. Okay, I forgot about this game. I love Ultimate Chicken Horse. I would get this game. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon? Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. Ooh. Right. 8-player mode. That's nice. More chaos. That's what we want to see, chat. Look, this is what we want to see. Right there. Cross-platform play. So if you get this on the Switch, you can play with your PC friends. You can play with your Xbox friends. You can play with other people who have the game on different consoles. This is the way to go. Atari? Yeah, dude, imagine cross-platform Atari. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Yeah, I have a slight more affinity towards this game because my orchestra had played a medley of music from Ultimate Chicken Horse. So I'm familiar with the music before I even played the game. And then when I played the game, obviously it's really fun and chaotic with friends with the first one. So this is basically the same game, but it's more of like a racing course. You build like a obstacles for the course for the track, and then yeah. But yeah, I'm into it. This winter, okay. I forget if this game's out already. It might be.
カイです。グレイシャドウは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や関連の気候からインスピレーションを受けて生まれました。
音楽ではその世界に共鳴すべく声も多用して情景を描きました。
自然にインスパイアされた、それでいて JRPG 的なスパイスの効いたアクションゲームです。遠い未来の海に住む会長の一羽として、彼らの視点で展開する物語を楽しんでください。
65 million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glaciered, you play as a Twi, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are
like,
full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored.
Kind of looked like a Zora, brief, like a little bit.
These scenic vistas,
not that much though.
You'll engage
but it gives you those
beasts in real-time combat.
You ever see those games where it's like you're a dinosaur and you just have to like level up and you get stronger by beating other dinosaurs? Or it's like a shark game. There's like the one with the sharks where it's like you're a shark swimming around in the ocean and you like fight other people who are also swimming around. And the more like other players you beat, you get stronger.
On the Nintendo Switch 2 system this
the
fall.
Isle? I'm not sure what that is. Maneater? Is that what it's called? I think.
Let's check out a few more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Let's see it. Games. And
that's all for today's Indie World. We
that's
hope
it.
You enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
Wow, yeah, that's it.
Big thank you as always to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imagination
no big final game at the end.
Players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
What was the game before Go-Go World?
Happy gaming!
Happy gaming. Let's see. Before we can watch that showcase again. Might lower the music though. Just so I could talk. Winter Burrow. I've seen this one before. I think we've seen this in a previous direct, the Winter Burrow. With the little mouse walking around. I've definitely seen this in a direct before. It kind of gives me Don't Starve vibes. Okay, so that's the one you were looking at. Opus Prism Peak. Note that down, thank you. It kind of almost gave me Ghibli vibes. The big shadow monster made me think of like Princess Mononoke and the boar. Right? The big boar like that. And then that thing, whatever this thing is, it kind of gave me a little bit. It looks pretty though. Shueisha? Shueisha Games. Isn't Shueisha like a manga publisher? Because I think One Piece uses Shueisha to publish. But cool, there it is. Overall, it was an okay direct. I kind of expected this. The biggest hype for me is definitely Ultimate Chicken, not Chicken Horse, whatever it was called. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. If there is any game that I will get, it's probably this. Actually, if it's already on Steam, I might just get it on Steam. That's how I play Ultimate Chicken Horse with people. Probably just end up getting it on Steam. But yeah, what did you guys think? Did you guys have any games that looked really cool for you that you would get? This one looked kind of cool too. Ball Pit. It's like a crazier Space Invaders. Those are the games that are kind of like that too. It's like you're shooting.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure hunters. Progress to build.
Strange Antiques, I think. I was curious about. That one was in was over here, right? Right here. Strange Antiques. It's like a mystery game. There's like dice and stuff. That's cool. Oh yeah, they started with the creators of Hollow Knight. This game here too. I like the music. Feels very adventurous. The pixel art's very, oh boy, a little creepy there. Pixel art's pretty aesthetic. They're really going for a specific style. Yeah, overall, not bad. I'm a sucker for mystery. Yeah, that's true. You are, you do like the mystery games. You gave you that one game that I never got around to. What the heck was it called? There was something. I've been thinking of doing some kind of like long stream, or not necessarily like a subathon, but some kind of like a week of games of just like, all right, playing games that my community has gifted me, you know, because I have a lot. The people have gifted me a lot of things, and I'm very grateful and appreciative of it. I'm a busy guy though. I do a lot of things. I have my own business now, so it's like now I'm running my websites and landing pages and trying to get clients and everything. So I'm barely even playing games on stream these days. It's like here and there I'll play Donkey Kong, or I'll boot up my Emerald Nuzlocke crowd control thing we were doing a while back. But yeah, Paranorma Site, that's what it was called. Yeah. I've been gifted Terraria. I've been gifted Dark Souls 1. I've been gifted quite a few games. And I've told every single one of them, I was like, if you want to gift it, I appreciate it. I don't want to deny your kindness, but just know it might either take a long time for me to get around to it, or I may not get around to it. But I think it could be cool. I'm thinking of like, it could be cool to maybe do like again, not necessarily like a subathon, but some kind of event where I play through a bunch of games that people have gifted me. Pizza Tower, I pulled up my Steam. Pizza Tower is another one. Somebody gifted, I forget who gifted that to me. Who gifted Pizza Tower to me? I don't remember. Stick Fight, the game, Terraria. Wizard of Legend. I haven't played Rivals of Aether 2 in a while. Yeah, there's a few. Oh, Persona 4 Golden. I've been gifted Persona 4 Golden. It's like, I appreciate it. Persona's a long-ass game, though. I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to playing all of Persona 4 Golden on stream. But yeah, I think I'm just going to end stream here. I have some music stuff I want to work on. I'm working on character jingles and whatnot. I do want to work on the Lord of the Rings theme that I have going on, but I don't know if I have the energy to do it on stream at the moment. Oh wait, yeah, what's up? Oh yes. You can explain that. I'm down to chat. I'm down to chat a bit. Payment processor debicle first. Yeah, let me know. I'm actually curious about that. When it comes to the game dev scene, I'm just not in the know. I don't know what goes on in it. I'm like trying to get my foot in the door with trying to make music for like video games and stuff, you know. I was trying to find a good website that explains it, but unfortunately could not in time. Okay, yeah, no worries. I'm down to chill for a bit. We can talk about it. Just don't mind me if I'm yawning. If anything, what I'll do is YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. If there's anyone here on YouTube, I will end the stream here, and then we'll find someone to raid on Twitch. But I will but we'll take our time doing that. But YouTube, have a good one.